The running theme in today's first reading and gospel is focused on forgiveness and mercy in relationships. As human beings that live in communities, there are issues that may at times lead to conflict. And as a result, there is the exchange of words, fighting and quarreling, and even the loss of life. People feel offended and somewhat to avenge the ills committed against them. Peace in the community is broken. Hence, rituals of reconciliation to heal the wounds that cause disunity in the community are so much needed. There was a community where a conflict arose, which split the community into two separate communities. This conflict happened long ago, over 40 years, so a generation has passed, and yet the fallout of this conflict is still affecting cordial relationships in the current adult children of the community. It is feared that the next generation might be affected if nothing is done to bring about forgiveness and reconciliation. Members of this community, especially the younger generations, began to seek peace and reconciliation among the two groups as they shared the same culture and tradition, which is what holds them together as one. The two groups sought forgiveness and mercy from one another in order to heal from their parents' hurts, which had been transferred to them. In my Nigerian Igbo culture, a few structures are required in these communities for a reconciliation ritual to really take effect as they seek healing for themselves. A structure of communal living among people desiring forgiveness and mercy from each other. A pattern of dialogue where both parties bring up their points and rub shoulders in order to rub off rough edges. A structure of rights and active participation that heals the wounds and helps the community rediscover its purpose. And finally, a healing celebration format that is the result of dialogue and communal living. Celebrative healing begins. One symbol of true healing is the presentation of orji, a kola nut. This is a fruit in my culture, which is served to commence the healing celebration. Kola nut is a symbol of peace and reconciliation. The Igbo people hold it sacrosanct that no matter the level of misunderstanding existing within and among groups, once the individuals partake of the consumption of the orji, the misunderstanding can easily be settled. Orji aims to bring peace among individuals and people in conflict. That is why we turn to Jesus, like Peter asked in today's gospel. Lord, if my brother sins against me, how often must I forgive? The answer that Jesus gives us today provides a rolling wheel of Igbo ways of solving their differences. It is a non-stop forgiveness process that involves active participation in dialogue and the intentional seeking of healing for the common good of the community and of individuals. In fact, as human beings who like to count how many times our sisters or brothers wrong us, we will give up counting to 70 times 7. Hence, it gives hope to keep striving our best to promote a loving community life, despite the challenges we face in life. Let us keep on breaking and eating the kola nuts with our offenders while praying for them. Let us count on God's grace to cultivate a spirit of forgiveness, mercy, and interconnectedness. They remind us that our actions should reflect God's love and grace, especially in our relationship with others, which helps us show compassion to one another.